In this video, I'm going to put my airbrush skills to the ultimate test. I'm going to head-to-head challenge against one of the most capable YouTubers with an airbrush around. No brushes allowed, and we have 3 hours max. I don't know if you're new around here, but I've used an airbrush before. You know, it was it once. I've used it once. But I learnt a lot very quickly, and as a result, I feel like I am definitely capable of going up against the best. Maybe I should warm up. Let's warm up. I should probably put paint in it. Let's put paint in it. Airbrush flow improver, an airbrush thinner, an airbrush cleaner. Let's start off with a clean. Let's clean our airbrush. There you go. Airbrush clean. Done. Now I've got to get it to paint. Let's just go with a nice little blue. Hey, there we go. No paint, little paint, lots of paint. Oh, look at that. We are ready. Woo! Warm up 1, accuracy and speed. Go! This is so bad. What we want is solid and consistent spray dots done at a high speed with a lot of accuracy. Yeah, now we're talking. Ooh, too much. Nailed it. Exercise 2, gradients with speed and accuracy. Very sputtery. Too easy. Warm up 3, a maze. Gotta think ahead, stay within the lines, but again, speed and accuracy. Go! No! Okay, well, maybe it doesn't matter so much if you go over the lines. I'm changing the rules as I go. Ah! Perfect. Now, last warm up, draw the details of this character here. This is all about fine-tuned finesse. Give him a little hat. Oh, there's the spider webs, but that's okay because he's wearing a feather shirt, because I'll do that on this side too. See? Techniques, people, techniques. He's got nice tall boots and he's got a nice dark hat. There we go. Ha, nailed it again. It's the other way. Flick the other way, that way. He's give you a little balloon, here's a string, and he's saying, yay. All right, I am warmed up and ready for the ultimate airbrush challenge. Today I am taking on none other than Scott the Miniature Maniac. Now the rules are simple. We both have purchased the same model, Solrak the Savage, and we both will be painting this extremely detailed miniature in the same time frame with nothing but an airbrush. Seriously guys, go check out Miniac. Scott is an amazing artist and really entertaining. He fits in loads of memes with a huge amount of really informative and thoroughly entertaining video. Miniature painting, airbrush techniques, painting techniques, and wet palettes, and all sorts of creative fun that I know you guys are gonna love because I love it. He's also quite the entrepreneur. He produces his own minis, and this is the Duchess, which he's sent to me to check out, and I have saved unboxing it to share with you guys. Hey, it's bigger than I thought. That's cool. Now, I'm not doing it much justice by showing it off like this, but after I record this bit, I'll put it together, and I'll show you right now me putting it together so you can see what it looks like when it's put together and how cool it is. This is amazing. Really well done, Scott. Super cool stuff. So go check out Scott's channel and subscribe to Miniac while you're there to make him feel a little bit better about the fact that he's going to be crushed by me. Now, we made it very clear there are only a few rules. 1, we have 3 hours to paint the miniature from start to finish using the airbrush. Prep time doesn't count, base coating doesn't count, and assembling the model at the end after painting doesn't count. It's the use of the airbrush within 3 hours. That includes changing paint, washing the airbrush, includes paint drying, and it includes everything. The only thing you can use to put paint on the model is the airbrush. And what I haven't told you, Scott, is I like to fight dirty. Because you see, the winner of this competition is voted on with a poll at the end of each of our videos, which means you, dear viewer, are the judge, and I like to incentivize my judges. I'm going to be choosing one person who is subscribed to this channel who leaves a comment down below to let us know who is the worthy winner and why, and that person will be winning a brand new set of AirPod Pros. Ooh, smells like victory. It's time to prepare our model. The big fight is coming and I've got to make sure I've got a nice blank canvas to work on. Now, I've got to say, I underestimated the finickiness of putting this particular model together, and let's just say that I'm pretty happy that Scott and I agreed that assembly and base coating would not be included in the time frame, because my God, the gluing and the cleaning and the requires a lot of patience. It was also becoming abundantly clear to me very quickly that this model has a lot of detail. And after doing my airbrush warm-ups, it's becoming painfully clear that this is not going to be easy or look very good. Now you'll also have noticed, and I haven't mentioned it this whole video, so let's just mention it for a second here, my beautiful goddamn desk. Now I'm gonna give a massive shout out here to my friends over at HobbyZone. I actually bought a handful of their modular storage system things and I fell in love with them and messaged them and told them how much I loved them, and they sent me a bunch more and asked if I could show you guys, which I'm happy to do, because these are the coolest things ever. As you can see, they look gorgeous, amazing display cases and paint racks. I think there's something so satisfying as an artist about an organized place to pack up your chaos. Like I said, they sent me this product, but it's not sponsored. I've not been paid to say any of this. I just genuinely love the product and wanted to give them a shout out. So thank you, HobbyZone. So with all of that prepared and out of the way, I am warmed up and practiced and we are set up and ready to go. It's time to go. And I'm about to battle someone who's made more airbrushing tuition videos than the amount of times I've ever used an airbrush. I think this was a great idea. It's time to fight! And this showdown is gonna be the showdown to end all showdowns. It's Scott the measly miniature moaning moohead against jacked Jazza. He's jacked and jumping and ready to just airbrush like a pro. He may not have practice or experience or patience or knowledge, but he doesn't need any of that because at the end of the day, he is a kinesthetic learner and really good at talking in the third person. All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Go! I'm regretting all of this right now. I'm gonna have the front of the character lit from underneath as if he's like leaping through flames. That way I can get really fancy and random with my painting techniques, and I'm gonna be really dramatic with my lighting. So this is sort of the conventional lighting side, and this is the dramatic lighting side. Let's lay down some base colors for all the areas, starting off with skin, because that's the undermost area. Oh no, I've got to change the colors nice and quick too. I'm actually reasonably surprised as to how fine-tuned I can be with the airbrush turned down, and by going slow and not being a complete moron. I should try that more often. Nah. I've got a rough base coat of the skin on. I mean, it's flatter and I've gone for accuracy, and now I'm not going to be able to be accurate. So I've sort of set myself up to fail a little bit, but I mean, as far as the first coat goes, that looks pretty cool. My secret weapon. Heat gun. Oh no, why is that wobbling? I've melted it. Note to self, calm the f down with the heat gun. It's okay. Oh. Calm my beating heart. Now the rules are I'm not allowed to put down the paint with anything other than the airbrush, but I can stop the paint from reaching the model with whatever the hell I want. Blue tack. Okay, I'm just gonna stop right there and do the smart thing and just realize that there's lots of little fumes and particles flying in the air, and I should be doing this. There are downsides to being a kinesthetic learner. hour is up, and I mean, okay, I haven't gotten to the ground yet, like I said I was, but I just wanted to make sure I've got the base sort of protected, but I'm pretty confident. I think I'm moving at a pretty good pace. If all else fails, just really dramatic lighting at the end and we're all good. I wonder how Scott's doing.
Woo! That's 1 hour up. I finished steps 1 through 7 on my paint plan, which is pretty good. I have 15 steps total, so 8 more to go. Last step was putting on a layer of varnish to protect the paint so I don't rub it off with my fingers, but I'm feeling pretty good.
All right, we've got 2 hours left on the clock. I am going to fill my pot with brown. We're only just over halfway. Once I change the way I've got the masking, which is currently set up for the leather, I can't really go back very easily, so I want to just get it done. I'm just going to use this to separate some areas of leather. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. A little bit of separation. Let's move on. Okay, so I want this cloth to be a different color, and then there's a bit of cloth back there in the middle that I want to be different color. Let's go with a dark red. I don't want to mask stuff up. I'm just going to go real slow. Let's do this bit of red cloth across here. Just really slow. Ah, I forgot to breathe for that whole time. Oh my God, why am I doing this? This is so risky. That sort of worked. It's not perfect, but it sort of worked. I'll take it. 2 hour check-in. We're 2/3 through. I need to move on to metal, and then I've got to do detail and then lighting, but I'm feeling good aside from the whole forgetting to breathe thing. Wonder how Scott's doing.
Second hour is done. I spent probably 80% of it masking stuff, but I'm glad that it turned out okay. In the third hour, we'll be working on different things like special effects and fixing up some mistakes here and there.
All right, it's time for our last hour to conclude. Now I've protected the skin, now I need to protect the leather from the steel. I'm gonna do that with blue tack because that's working out pretty well for me so far. That's pretty protected. There's gonna be very little model visible left. I actually think the blue tack is gonna do a spectacular job. I have no evidence to say that that's the case. I mean, it could tear the paint up from the places I've already placed it. Are we dry enough to work on yet? Not really, but I'm gonna have to keep going anyway because I'm running out of time. I pretty much finished except for the lighting and the face. I think the scariest thing is I need to pull this blue tack off and see if it's actually gonna pull up the paint and ruin my paint job. This is scary because if this peels off too much paint, then my whole paint job is in a lot of trouble. Okay, I'm a genius. I'm just trying to cover everything except for the very surfaces of the teeth. Let's get our white going. Bit of a visit to the dentist. Leave that to dry. I actually, with 15 minutes left, the final coat of light needs to be done with the model assembled. Let's reveal the model and try not to rip all the paint off. It's peeling off some paint, as you can see, in some places. In general, this is working, but I have got 10 minutes left and I'm fast running out of time and I have to have this model glued together for the final light effects to work. So I'm gonna have to start gluing while I start peeling off. Let's hope this gets on and sticks on. All right, let's put the head in there. Here we go. Beautiful. Oh my God, look at the mouth. Oh my God. All right, I've got my white. So since I've got it, I'm just gonna spray it. So this is the upwards lighting effect. Just going white first. It's sort of killing the contrast a bit, so I'm not gonna do a lot. I'll have to leave it at that. Swapping colors. Let's go with our yellow. Go hard or go home. Too hard, too hard. Oh boy, I've lost all my contrast. What do I do? What do I do? Just keep going. All right, I think we're looking pretty good, and I've only got a few minutes left. So let's swap. Don't have time to wash. Pick a color, pick a color. Purple. Dark purple. Oh, I forgot to do the yellow highlight on the weapons. No! Well, too late. That doesn't work well. Just enhancing the tan lines. Hey! That's it. That's time's up. 3 hours is over. Not including assembly. I haven't got any shading on the sword or dagger. I mean, do they have to be on? Yeah, whatever. Chuck it on. Might as well. In the most least contrasty area along there. That sort of worked. Wow, okay. I'm very happy with that, considering it's my second time using an airbrush. Oh, I wonder how Scott feels after his challenge.
Ooh, my compressor is so hot. That is 3 hours of airbrushing complete. After the 3rd hour, I can indeed confirm that the sweatbands made things worse.
This is what I could accomplish in 3 hours, Jazza. How'd you do?
I'm really happy with how mine turned out. I think the dramatic effect works pretty well. It's lower in contrast than I'd like, but actually, like, it's the first time I've really airbrushed anything with any amount of detail, and I went straight to the mid-tones and didn't leave any sort of darker tones. But I actually think, you know, the slightly metallic sheen on the bits and the reflections of the yellow and even the ground, like, I'm really happy with the final result. I think this is a success, and to be honest, at the end of the 3-hour challenge and with such an intense task in my hands, feel so much more capable and familiar with the airbrush. Like I keep telling you guys, I'm a kinesthetic learner. Bitch. Now this is the point in the video where I tend to lose my competitiveness, because at the end of the day, it's all about having a good time and having fun with art and creativity, but it's also about winning. But honestly, with that said, this was just such a fun collab. So guys, please go check out Scott the Miniature Maniac's video over on his channel. I'll put it in the card at the end of the video and in the description. And while you're over there, check out his other content and subscribe. Honestly, like, yes, I learned kinesthetically from the first time I used an airbrush, mainly about how to clean the airbrush and what not to do. But as far as like techniques about air pressure and how to actually use it, I had Scott's voice in my head pretty much the whole challenge. Thanks, Scott. I mean, let's face it, if I win in the poll, it'll be because of Scott or the AirPods. Go vote. Leave a comment. You could win these. You like? I told you I fight dirty. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more fun with art and creativity of all sorts. There are more videos over there you might enjoy, including Scott's, which you are going to enjoy. Otherwise, make sure to leave a comment, like, and notification bell, and blow me a kiss. Otherwise, that's it for now, and until next time, I'll see you later. I'm gonna blow you a kiss. You're welcome.